Welcome, divine architects. Welcome, beautiful souls. This is your tarot reading. Your new earth architects. You create your own destiny. You are the ones you have been waiting for. The full moon carried some, in Scorpio these days carries some tremendous energies of clearing, shedding past traumas, past traumas and past karma. If you had dreams that you remember and from this life or from some historic times, probably this is the clearing of ancestral karma and the also karma of the whole world, whole humanity, which we kind of did it to Gaia. So, but she allowed it, so we can learn, so we can, evolve. New Earth is on the horizon, and we shall do a reading for you guys today with 3 cards. One which will tell us for whom do we read. Second card, what is the challenge, the situation needs attention. And the third card is the advice from Spirit, or a lesson to be learned, or simply clarification of what have you done. So, for you new subscribers, thank you so much for your likes and subscribes. I do this reading, I tend to do it every 3 or 4 days, because every other day I get the same card, so it seems you need more time to evolve your situation and story, which is kind of logical. I also have my runes. I created my own rune stones, so I'll be doing one tarot reading, one rune reading with 3 runes, which is I'm kind of learning just the how to read them, because there's not much literature of Druids, kept it all hidden and not written anything. So I'll choose 3 cards and we will go from there. I will read you some descriptions of the esoteric and deep meanings of the cards we pull from the key to illustrate the tarot. The illustrated key on the tarot, the Veil of Divination by the L.W. de Lawrence from the 60s. This is very, very deep and esoteric book describing the meanings of the traditional tarot deck of like mine is. And also I'll give my interpretation. This reading will be for your highest good, to find you, to give you clarification, to give you some words of truth, some maybe guidance, maybe guidelines to how to manage, and some advice from Spirit, whichever comes. Take what fits and lovingly leave the rest behind. Don't make it fit in your story, because sometimes things are not as they seem. Always trust your heart, trust your deepest intuitive truths. Okay, let's begin. Oh Spirit, give us 3 cards. For whom do we read? What is the challenge and what is the advice. For whom do we read? The challenge and the advice. Queen of Wands, bottom energy, Leo, and Magician. Your Magician. Queen of Wands as bottom energy is very loving, and as sunflower, again with the sun symbolism. My last reading with the runes was all about suns. Sun as in solar. Hermit. It seems like either you are going out of your hermit phase or you are in. You see, Hermit, how he is venturing in the unknown lands, but this is you guys. You are light bearers. You are the one who carries light for others to see, to show them the way, not to tell them what to do, but to show how it is done. You carry your wand that probes and pipe and touches the ground in front of you. You see the eyes in him. It seems like a blind, but guided by the light. The hermit phase always is number 9. It's completion of cycles. Always represents solitude and spiritual path. You are light bearers, not light workers. Light workers, you have been light workers. You passed that phase. Now, time to shine, time to bring the light, to do your sacred work for others to see. Again, charge. The issue with the challenge with this card is obvious. Action. You see the trees here, they are tilted this way, so the wind and the forces are coming in, and you are charging to them, and you carry the sword of light, sword of truth, and you are in your spiritual armor and garments of red. You bravely charge and don't hold back. Your horse even meaner than you are, which is kind of great. So we have a lot of blue here, a lot of blue. We have ice, land, and wind. Advice. This usually means no action is required. You are blindfolded, and cannot see. So this is, look at the coloring. All are in the blue, all ice and water, which means emotions. And look at this one. So if you are planning on charging, on moving along with something, moving from your hermit phase as if you're sick of it, as if you don't want to stay lonely, not lonely, but in solitude, in your hermit phase. Remember, this is 9. The cycle is completing, but it's not finished. Number 10 is the world finished. If you are planning to go full force, please consider again, the advice from Spirit is that you do not have all. You do not see all paths in front of you. You do not see all that is preparing for you. So the advice is to stay still, to allow yourself to complete this phase, to not to move anywhere. The swords are action houses. It represents air signs. Yeah, sit still. See how he's sitting on the... Sit still. Do not act too forcefully. You might ruin your work that has been done so far. Okay, find the Hermit here to read about this card. Where it is? 9. Hermit. The variation from the conventional models in this card is only that the lamp is not enveloped partially in the mantle of his bearer. So let's check. Yeah, it's the same. Here is the same card. You see it? Yep. I love the tarot. This symbolism is perfect. Who blends the idea of the Ancient of Days with the light of the world. Ancient meaning old man, light of the world. It is a star which shines in the lantern. This is a car of attainment, and to extend this conception, the figure is seen holding up his beacon on an eminence. Therefore, the Hermit is not, as the Court de Gavelin explained, a wise man in search of truth and justice, nor is he, as a later explanation proposes, an exceptional example of experience. His beacon intimates that where I am, you also may be. This is good explanation. You are light bearers. You show the way. You do not tell what to do. You show the way. By being yourself, by being you. Some people will say, not with his mind, but his intuition will say, look how he or she does this. Maybe I should try it like that, How does she do it? How does he do it? What? Maybe people will come for advice. Usually that would be the case. When the person shines like beacon of light. It is further a card which is understood quite incorrectly when it is connected with the idea of occult isolation as the protection of personal magnetism against admixture. Yeah, this is one of the frivolous renderings which we owe to Eliphas Levi. Yeah, I don't like his explanations, but he's kind of obscure too much. It has been adopted by the French order of Martinism, and some of us have heard a great deal of the silent and unknown philosophy developed by his mantle from the knowledge of the profane. In the true Martinism, the significance of the term philosophiae inconu was in another order. It did not refer to intended concealment of instituted mysteries, much less of their substance, but like the card itself, to the truth that the divine mysteries secure their own protection for those who are not prepared. Yeah, divine mystery secures their own protection from those who are not prepared. You simply, if you're not prepared to see the truth, you simply don't see it. You brush it over like it's something, profane. But deep truths and secrets are often hide in plain sight under rough robes, and that's why you see magicians, and in the lore of magic, you always see hoods like this, and the heads which protect his crown chakra. They protect. That is the representation meaning of the hoods and the robes, like Gandalf or such. Yeah, the message is clear, guys. Do not rush. Time is not to move yet. Let me check the swords. Swords 2. This is immediately I found it. Not surprisingly, I flipped the book and a hood winked. Couldn't he write like, blindfolded? Yeah, but I love the Lawrence. A hoodwinked female figure balances 2 swords upon her shoulders. Divinatory meanings: conformity and equipoise, which suggests courage, friendship, concord in a state of arms. Another reading gives tenderness, affection, intimacy. The suggestion of harmony and other favorable readings must be considered in a qualified manner. A sword generally not symbolic of beneficial forces. Yeah. Remember, these are not practical but esoteric meanings and esoteric teachings of tarot. So this gives like courage, friendship, which symbolizes number 2, 2 poles, 2 opposites, 2. But for me, this card always represents non-movements. Let me check. Again, Knight of Swords. Swords Knight. He is riding in a full course, as if scattering his enemies. In the design, he is really prototypical hero of romantic chivalry. He might almost be a Gallard, whose sword is swift and sure because he is clean of heart. Yeah. You see the butterflies on his horse and and flower on his helmet and winged boots. You're eager to attack. You're clean-hearted and you are just coming out of Hermit phase. Stay a while and listen. Meaning: skill, bravery, capacity, defense, address, enmity, wrath, war, destruction, opposition, resistance, ruin. There is therefore a sense in which the card signifies death, but it carries this meaning only in proximity to other cards of fatality. Yeah. Defense. Yeah. To me, it seems like you're about to charge upon something. The swords are action cards, so if you're planning to act upon something, the spirit is saying, stay a while and listen. Wait a few moments. Think. Get your steps. In my last reading, I explained about steps and how when you trace your 2 or 3 steps behind you, then move 1 step in advance. You are always sure that, and you always do it before 1 step. You are sure to not to make mistake. You are blindfolded under the new moon. So new moon means new beginnings, new actions, and this card symbolizes X, as in no. You are blindfolded with action. Sit still and stay a while and listen, my friends. You are the light bearers. You are the lighthouse. You are the one who will show the way to the new people that will be just awakening to this new earth. 2020 on the clock when I said that. When people start to awake massively, and this will start to happen, you will show the way. You will have advice to those who approach to you, but keep in mind, you cannot force anything upon anyone. You can only offer to help, offer to give clarity. And light bearers usually bring light and illuminate the room and show the way without saying the words. So guys, be a light bearer, not light influencer. This was your reading, guys. I love you so much and I adore you and your work, which I see through my readings. For you guys, thank you for your subscriptions, thank you for your likes. Please like, share and subscribe, and we will see you again.